Hello and welcome back to the Grade Cricketer, Day 4. Coming right down your eyes. Coming right down your eyes? What does that mean? Pez, what happened? If you're catching up on the... Ian Higgins here, Sam Perry over there. If you're catching up on what happened in the cricket and you thought, I'll pop on YouTube, find out what happened, go on the Grade Cricketers channel to find out what happened in the cricket. Here's what happened. Well, India all out 337, then England got out for 178. Joe Root 40 off 32, the highlight there. Ashwin picked up 6 for 61, his 28th bag. 9 for the match. Ishant Sharma, 300 of your test wickets, completing the innings. Now, India need 420 to win. A good number for our marijuana smoking fans out there on the internet. That's what happened in the day, Pez. What was it going to be like sort of broad takeaway theme there for what happened in the day of the cricket?
Moving day.
Moving day.
We saw
again.
3 separate innings in a day. That's just the beauty of Indian cricket. You can fucking soothingly waltz along for a couple of days and then bang, bang, bang. Fucking Kohli's starting to storm around.
Christ. Yeah. Somehow he's...
Montage of Kohli getting upset. It's good.
Yes.
It's starting to move quickly.
Yeah. Okay, let me give you a TJC explainer.
Thanks.
There,
Can you explain it in grade terms?
I'll explain it in grade terms.
Oversimplified, and ideally out the side of your mouth.
Okay, well, this one's going to... I'm going to take us into the dressing room here of what's been talking about in the
there.
dressing room. Come on, boys. Come on. Just bat time. Take the runs when they're there. Be aggressive. No silly shots. Run hard, but no unnecessary singles. Respect the good balls. Put the bad balls away. Work hard here, boys. 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 That's what happened. That's what happened in the day. Mixed messages.
Yeah.
Mixed messages. Fucking bit going on. And the highlight of the day...
It was a really nice rhythm you kept there with the clapping.
That was a 3-4 timing.
It reminded me of an old coach of ours who was a really good Mark Atkinson, right? Played for Tassie, 60 matches, 70 matches, and he was captaining Balmain first grade. And he wanted to introduce a harmonica into the team song when they won. And he was trying to teach the guys
Tassie?
the melody. Yeah, no, for Balmain.
Balmain, right,
captaining there.
Yeah, Ponting wouldn't like that.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, he just kept a really nice rhythm.
Yeah, I thank you, man. That's a 3-4 timing for the music fans out there. Pez, like mixed messages, and the sort of strangest thing that happened in the day was like just after tea, where England sort of batted for a bit, and it was like, what's going on here, boys? It was just sort of time taken out of the game. There's been lots of conjecture on the internet about did England bat for too long, so let's jump on that as well. Did England bat for too long? What do you think happened there?
That's the first one.
That's my first topic. That's the first takeaway for the day.
We love day 4 is declaration speculation day. Everyone's got a fucking view.
Yeah.
You know? Sorry for the cuss. Now, you've even got Alistair Cook, a wonderful decorated player who's...
I think you're going to say wonderful declarer. He's one of the game's greatest declarers. Sir Alistair Cook, I'll have you as well.
I won't go into it, but there's a lot of people who kind of who've played the game, who've often left their declaration late, then once they're off the field and then commentating say, no, they should have made it earlier.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they left it too late necessarily. I understand England's position and where they've gone with it. I mean, whoever is saying they should have done it earlier did not watch the Gabba correctly.
Yeah. They didn't watch it correctly.
Michael Vaughan said England should have dangled the carrot. You don't dangle the carrot to India anymore. You don't dangle that fucking carrot.
You got Washington Sundar getting 85 in the first.
No more carrots.
7. No more carrots, guys.
No more carrots for India for 10 years.
Might be good for your eyesight, allegedly. That's a wives' tale, I think. Stop eating carrots.
It's still an open, festering wound, you know. I love that England have played near perfect controlled cricket in India. 570 on the board. Knock them over for 330. Great pace bowling, effective spin bowling, clever field placements. They go at sort of 5 and over to kick off their declaration batting, then slow it down to take time out of the game. India's still in it.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Mate, I know.
You know?
I know.
And it's like what's the buy-in to get a wicket to get a win in India?
Yeah.
You know, like what's the buy-in to this poker round? How much do I have to spend on shoes to get into this club? India, like how much money do I need? How many runs do I need to just get a W? So, you know, I think England have played clever, controlled cricket. I can see why Root wants to keep that going. He's also doing it in the context of playing India 146 times this summer.
Yeah, that's
right. And
right.
so he's like, let's just keep playing good cricket. I don't think he'd mind a draw that much, though we do sort of suspect that if they walk away with a draw, then they're gone, you know?
Oh, yeah, but also, like, you have to... I think going into this series, England, everyone's like 4-0. Now, I know people were saying that in Australia as well when Australia won that first test match in Adelaide. But, like, let's be real here. Like, a decent result for England in this series is a 2-1 loss.
Yeah.
That's respectable.
Mate,
As long as you don't get swept, they're playing great cricket right now. They're already showing great signs that they're a good team, England, right?
And I think that's what he's playing, like performance cricket route.
It's the first game of 9.
Exactly. It's the first game of 146.
146, that's
this
right.
summer. They don't want to start with like a wild, chaotic capitulation.
Mate,
on the
I love the
last
idea
day.
like the communicators in cricket or the commentators in cricket of you or the orators of the game are just like, no, just fucking rag them out. Yeah, they got fucking bats coming out their ears, India. Ashwin's got 400, he's batting at 8.
And also,
you're having a laugh?
15
Are you laughing?
Yeah. Apologies. You're right.
Sorry.
15 wickets fell yesterday. If you declare early, thereby giving yourself 120 overs, mate, if you need 100, if you're out there for 120 overs, you ain't winning.
You ain't winning.
Right?
Yeah.
The other team's winning.
Yeah, exactly.
India.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the magic of Pants innings at the Gabba, because everything is about me, everything's about us, and we'll get
Put
to
us
that.
straight in the story. That's right.
Pants innings not only won the series for India at the Gabba, but it also created demons.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He created an aura that's reverberating around Joe Root's decisions. It's like, well, give him 120 overs. I don't know if I want to do that because
why does your head go into your neck?
I know. I don't need a neck anymore. I don't want it to be sliced off. This is what Pants innings did.
Yeah.
This is what great teams do. It's a dressing room thing. It actually creates kind of fear.
Yep.
About things. And Joe Root has watched the reaction in Australia.
Yeah.
You know, everything is broken.
He's
in
watched
Australian
it. Didn't watch
cricket
the game, watched the reaction.
He did, but he's like, if we capitulate here, that's England cricket gone for 10 years as well, just like Australian cricket is. So he's just like, we'll play good cricket.
And as we know, fear governs all, especially in cricket. Fear governs every decision that you ever make. In
Australia anyway.
And what they're scared of is, well, we don't want to lose this game. Imagine being going to lose this game. They're like, well, how perfect do we have to be? Joe Root is, I mean, I know I suppose there's heaps of cricket happening at the moment. He's the best batsman who's playing cricket at the moment, no doubt about that. Even he's 40 in the third innings there, he was smashing it. He got to the stage where he was like, I'm playing backyard cricket now, but it's a test match on a day 4 ragging pitch. He's reverse sweeping. Yeah. His conventional sweeps are. He's just in such good nick.
Dan Lawrence has made a 1 hour long 18, and Joe Root's just hit a breezy 40. Yeah. You know,
just give me the strike, Dan.
Exactly. Yeah, just get off. Yeah. I can't get off strike. I don't know
how.
It's turning.
I don't know. I don't know where it's spinning.
The ball's spinning up at my face.
Okay, Pez. Now, second topic question here. Ravi Ashwin, 6 for 61. His 28th fifer in Test match cricket. He's now got 386 Test wickets. Is he India's greatest ever spinner?
As the fans, as the viewers will know, we and I are huge fans of Ravichandran. Ashwin, Ash.
And the many ways you can say his name without being offensive.
All good.
Just keep it down the line,
Whatever he calls himself.
Yeah.
Enormous fans.
Isn't his website raviashwin.com?
Yeah, exactly.
All that stuff.
Any answer you want, you can for his name, you can make a case for it.
And if you want to get upset about the answer that you do,
100%.
That's also fine.
That's the internet.
That's the
the best thing about the internet.
Hey, drop a comment below if you're angry.
Exactly. Hey. Hey. What? It's one for our Indian viewers as well, because what happens again through the prism of Australia is we just rate players based on how they go against us.
Oh yeah, of
very
course.
much. We over-index on that.
That's not just Australia.
Well, I don't know any other countries because I live in an island on the corner of the world, so I don't observe what's going on. Coronavirus is going quite well, isn't it?
It's a land girt by sea.
Oh yeah, girt, the operative word.
You mean girth? No.
Yeah,
I mean girt.
Yeah, it's girt by sea. I suspect that people would have Kumble ahead of Ashwin. Now I know there's records there. I mean, he's a little bit more expensive for his wickets, Kumble, but he's got 132 tests.
So, mate, I sorry to interject. So I looked this up last night. I put the graph up on the screen that I'm looking at here. So Kumble is obviously the leading wicket taker for India all time, 619 wickets. He played 132 matches. Then there goes Kapil Dev, then Harbhajan Singh, who's on 417 wickets. Yeah. Now he's played
at 32.
At 32, yeah, that's right. Now he's played 28 more matches than Ashwin, who averages 25.
Yeah.
So Ashwin averages less than Kumble and Harbhajan Singh considerably. Now, Ashwin is what's that, 14, 17, 31. He's 31 wickets away from surpassing Harbhajan Singh in 25 less tests. So he's going to get past Harbhajan massively. Now, we rate Harbhajan enormously because of the damage he did against Australia, especially Ponting. Couldn't
32 wickets, 3 matches ago to Ponting.
Exactly. But like when it comes to the crease, when you're batting and the bowler's at the crease, who are you facing, Kumble or Ashwin?
Oh, well, at what stage in their career? Because I think
both at their peak.
And this is the thing about Ashwin. Okay, I'm avoiding that question.
Yes, you
both
are.
At their peak, probably Ashwin.
Ashwin's at his peak
because I like Kumble because Kumble's 7'4".
Yeah, and he's just
and
shoulders
fast.
and he's got a tash.
Yeah. Oh, you bowl medium pace leg spin.
Which way is it spinning?
the
It's
wrist,
not.
exactly.
Oh, that'd be easy. It's not.
I'm partial to the wrist.
Yes, of course. I'm a shoulders guy with Kumble. I'm a
Shoulders for
guy.
days.
Shoulders for absolute days.
Yeah.
His shoulders went for 8 days of the week. Not many people know that.
That Beatles song, 8 Days a Week, was
right.
about Anil Kumble ahead of time.
It was actually a time traveler, Kumble.
Yeah. I liked that Kumble's debut was in 1990
I like that as well.
and he finished in 2008. I mean, who's that spanning? You know what I mean? Who's in the dressing room in
It's an
1990?
albatross with that wingspan.
I mean, we can't have this conversation without talking about Bish and Beatty.
No, we can't.
No, and we won't.
No, we won't. I refuse to.
Who else are we looking at? And of course, there's Chandrasekhar, there's Gupta, there's Prasanna, there's Srinivas Venkataragan.
Yes, of course.
Okay, of course.
Yes.
And finally, Mulvantre Himatlal Mankad,
Yeah.
otherwise known as Vinu. Okay, we're talking about the best ever.
Yeah.
Now, Ashwin, I think he worships at the altar of Mankad.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
He does, yeah.
Just want to show a little bit of historical flex there for our
That was
for our
impressive.
English YouTube viewers.
I didn't do that
Who
research.
this show is for.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well,
So
you
Dom
can have
Best better?
You can have and Dom Best if he was Indian.
yeah, that's right.
Straight up the top.
Straight up the
it's just
top.
the rotations.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
conventional.
he's got a lot of pressure on Bess and Leach tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I think, at the end of the day, it's, we've got them to the last day.
Mm.
The spinners have got to spin them out. We took 15 wickets yesterday. Dom Bess bowled poorly in the second innings.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how India goes about it. I think England have too many. I mean, you just the Indian line can roar at any time. I'm afraid to say anything.
I love the idea that like, India can't win.
Yeah, if someone gets going, it's like all of a sudden the rough doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why is Pant middling everything?
Yeah. Oh well, Leach is going to bowl into that rough outside left hand. No, well, most of those end up in the grandstand.
Kohli hasn't hit it 100 for 30 innings, I read, from one YouTube commenter, so therefore it's correct.
Therefore, it's correct. So therefore,
is Kohli sitting there just absolutely bristling, going,
well, I don't.
everyone else is scoring, Pant scoring runs, Pujara is the immovable object. Shub McGill's coming on. He's like, don't forget Virat.
Yeah.
Don't forget King Kohli. Is it his day?
Now Root's back in the big boys. Am I out of the big boys?
Exactly.
I love the idea that like basically Virat got out in the first innings. Like, well, he's out of the big boys. It's not innings by innings. Fuck. This is the thing.
Root's taking his seat at the table again. That's where he's belonged. He left. We've already talked about that.
And
We're happy he's back and we won't talk about it again.
We won't talk about it again. Kohli, I love the idea that the Kohli has failed in the first innings, therefore he will continue to fail. I mean, I know he's in a bit of a rough patch, but like he is generational greatness, if not already at the table of like one of the best ever players. Like he's going to score runs again, and it's probably going to be in his innings. He's probably going to win the game. There you go. That's what's going to happen. He was getting throwdowns after the end of the day in full whites in front of the English dressing room, like in front of the English dressing room.
Hell yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's
gear.
really good.
Now
gear.
that's fucking attitude. How come Kohli's face gets angrier? Like the angles of his face seem to get more aggressive as the day gets on.
He actually, I can answer. He has a consultant that
right.
Actually arranges his facial
Yeah,
hair
okay.
in particular vectors
That's
that are
interesting.
sharp angles that suggest anger, and it's all about communication. In the absence of runs, I know you asked that question rhetorically, but
yeah,
that everyone always said Kohli goes to the next level.
he does the 1%.
He's got facial hair vectors.
Yeah, and Joe Root would do that if it was in a different time or place. Now,
I think there's too many runs for India to win.
okay, Pez, just a quick one. The topic that I want to talk about, the last
go.
topic that I want to talk about today. Now, why will a draw, even in this game, even a draw, a no result in this match, why will this result mean more than the amazing results we've seen in Pakistan versus South Africa and West Indies and Bangladesh? Why will it mean more?
It's quite simple, and you mentioned this yesterday. Because what does it mean for me?
Yeah, that's right.
England-India is the entire game when it comes to Australia playing at Lords or the Ageas Bowl or the Rose Bowl, wherever the fuck that game's going to be played.
Yep.
And they're also, the other two oligarchs of world cricket. So we only live life through that prism. And every time, these other coats play.
That got me.
You always just have that little, but most of their teams playing T20 stuff, so
Yeah.
and that's a bad view, but
Yeah.
it's true.
Hey, hashtag RCJC. Before we wrap up day 4 here, Pez, Patrick O'Reilly says, hashtag RCJC. Boys! Dare we talk of the Test Championship? At what point will Pez start going for England? What's more important, England failing or a chance to stick it to the skeleton hiders, a.k.a. New Zealand?
Here's what will happen, right? So firstly, I will never go for England, and I'll make that really clear from a moral perspective. It's from the start of this country. I will vaguely support them in football World Cups because I grew up watching English football. When it comes to cricket, it's not going to happen. I appreciate them. Funny guys, very good cricketers. It's just not going to happen. And I think English people will respect that. Now, what will happen is if England have an opportunity to help Australia get into the World Test Championship, I've lived in London for 2 years, they would sooner lose a game than Australia benefit from their results.
Of course, yeah.
So it's actually not going to happen. If England get to a point where they are in control, if Australia can get some success, it won't happen. That's English culture. Sorry, guys. In fact, it's a mark of respect.
Now, I don't disagree with any of that, but I got to say, as I mentioned earlier in the show, that fear governs all. We already know this. Now, I worry that if India run away with this series, then that's it for cricket. Cricket's over. They just start winning for the next 300 years, which may happen. It will happen one day, perhaps in our lifetime.
It's already started happening, in my view.
Okay, well, it's like global warming. You can already see the changes if you want to look.
And little bits of regulation here or there aren't going to make a difference. But Stop the emissions in the big countries.
Who are you talking to?
Don't know. It's pretty early. Didn't get much sleep.
But I need England to win this game. I like English people. I like what they're about.
Me too.
I like all people, actually.
Yeah. But you feel a particular kinship with your Anglo brothers.
Yeah.
I just understand it better.
But I need England to win. Otherwise, this is what happens for cricket for the rest of my life. All right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who cares?
You're going for it. So,
hey, West Indies batted well, I thought.
Yeah, good, really good stick. And what about the speed dealers from Craig Brathwaite?
That's a good point. Hey, Yardley writes in and says, gents, am I alone in thinking that barrel chest Dom Best looks a bit too hench to be a finger spinner? Shifting the paradigm. Not sure I like it. Cheers.
Well,
is he too big?
Again, you made this point earlier, and this was almost the alternate name of this entire production, Fear Governs All. Welcome to Fear Governs All. If anyone looks different or a little bit, off the classic or traditional look, then of course we treat them with suspicion. That's the number one rule of grade cricket. When the 10 Commandments of grade cricket came out,
that's right,
under Neil Maxwell.
Yeah, Neil Maxwell came down from the mountain.
Yeah. Number one is if someone looks weird, treat them with suspicion. And so I understand this perspective on Dom
in that
Best
story.
His hair looks.
There was also a burning bush in that story, but it was actually just someone set the nets on fire. Not many people know that.
That's exactly right. And that was rule number 2. If you have a bad net, don't be afraid to set them on fire.
Set those, which is what the Adele song was about. Set fire to the rain. There's a rain delay.
The Creedence song, Who Stopped the Rain? That was just John Fogerty in the dressing room, just wanting to have a break. He had a big night. He wrote a song about it.
On the way, boys, hang on a sec. He's got one more sonnet. All right, that'll do. If you're enjoying this video, please do shoot us a subscribe, even if I could talk for a moment here. A thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. We'd love you guys very much. Hashtag RCJC. Fucking hell, the wheels coming off here. Drop it, hashtag RCJC in the comment below. We'll see you guys tomorrow for day 5. What's going to happen? I don't know. Do you know?
No.
See you tomorrow.
Sweet.